Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Irina binti Muhammad Zulkifli and I'm from KBA 1194E.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Syairah Wada binti Zuraimi and I'm from KBA 1194E.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Azza Azli binti Zamzam from KBA 1194E.
Hi, my name is Nur Ainun Emlia binti Riza from KBA 1194E.
Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Syakila Diana binti Muhammad Nadir Shah. I am from class KBA 1194E.
So our group will present chapter 4 question 1. So this is how the question looks like, and the first question asks us to calculate the expected return, standard deviation and the coefficient of variation of both projects.
So we will start with the calculation of expected return first. So the formula of expected return, or also known as ER, it is the summation of KI times PRI, where KI is the return value and PRI is the probability. Now, we will calculate the expected return for Project Artery first. For Boom Economy, the PRI is 0.2 and the KI is 70%. Next, we will times these two numbers, 0.2 times 70%, which will equal to 14%. Next, same calculation will be applied to calculate stable and recession economy. So for stable economy, the PRI is 0.5 and the KI is 30%. So we times these two numbers, which will equal to 15%. For recession economy, the PRI is 0.2 and the KI is 20%. Then we will also times these two numbers, which will equal to 4%. So to get the ER of Project Artery, we will sum up the numbers that we just calculated just now, which are 14% plus 15% plus 4%, resulting to 33%. So the ER for Project Artery is 33%. Next, we will calculate the ER for Project Thumb. The calculation is just the same as we did with Project Artery just now. So for Boom Economy, the PRI is 0.2 and the KI is 90%. Next, we times these two numbers, which will equal to 18%. So for Stable Economy, the PRI is 0.5 and the KI is 50%. So we will times these two numbers, which will equal to 25%. For recession economy, the PRI is 0.2 and the KI is negative 10%. Then we will also times these two numbers, which will equal to negative 2%. So we just sum up the numbers that we calculated just now. 18% plus 25% plus negative 2% is equal to 41%. So the ER for Project Thumb is 41%. Next, I will pass to Ainun to explain the calculation of standard deviation.
Hi, my name is Nur Ainun Emlia. So for the next calculation is variance. The formula for variance are sum of probability multiplied with return minus expected return with the power of 2. Here is the calculation for variance. The first step to calculate variance is by calculating the investment artery first. We will start with boom state of economy. So 0.20 multiplied with bracket 70 minus 33 with the power of 2 is equal to 273.8%. Next, for the stable state of economy, 0.50 multiplied with bracket 30 minus 33 bracket with the power of 2 is equal to 4.5%. And the last one is recession state of economy. 0.20 multiplied with 20 minus 33 bracket with the power of 2 is equal to 33.8%. After calculate variance for each state of economy, we need to sum all the variance of artery. So 273.8% plus 4.5% plus 33.8% is equal to 312.1%. So the variance for artery is equal to 312.1%. Meanwhile, for the thumb investment, the calculation is just the same as artery. The second step, we need to calculate the amount of variance investment thumb. Now we will start with boom state of economy. So 0.20 multiplied with bracket 90 minus 41 bracket with the power of 2 is equal to 480.2%. And next, for the stable state of economy, 0.50 multiply with bracket 50 minus 41 bracket with the power of 2 is equal to 40.5%. And the last one is recession state of economy. 0.20 multiply with bracket negative 10 minus 41 bracket with the power of 2 is equal to 520.2%. After that, we need to sum all the variance of term. So, 480.2% plus 40.5% plus 520.2% is equal to 1040.9%. So, the variance for term is equal to 1040.9%. Okay, the next one is standard deviation. The formula for standard deviation is square root of variance that we calculate just now. We will start with standard deviation for artery. So, square root of 312.1% is equal to 17.67%. Meanwhile, for standard deviation term is square root of 1040.9% is equal to 32.26%. So, the standard deviation is to describe the risk, means that high standard deviation indicate the high risk of respective investment. Based on the above calculation for standard deviation, we can see that the standard deviation for investment term is high compared to investment artery. Therefore, the investment term is more risky compared to investment artery. That's all from me. Next, my friend will continue with the next calculation.
So I will explain the last calculation for A, which is coefficient of variation, or also known as CV. So the formula of CV is standard deviation divide exchange return. So we just take the values that me and Ainun have just calculated just now. So to calculate the CV for project artery, the SD is 17.67 and the exchange return is 33. So 17.67 divide 33 is equal to 0.54. Next, to calculate the CV for project term, the SD is 32.26 and the exchange return is 41. So 32.26 divide 41 is equal to 0.79. Next, to answer question B, based on the risk, the company should choose project artery because the coefficient of variation is lower than project term, which means it has lower risk.
Moving on to the chapter, which is chapter 6, question 1, it shows the existing and new capital structure that I will show you how to calculate soon. But to find POI, we must know the total of the capital structure of both plan first. So we are going to find it for plan 1 first. For an existing bond that is given a book value 8 million times it with 8%, which equals to 640,000. For the new bond, we are going to take 5 million times with 10% coupon rate, which equals to 500,000. For the total bond or interest, we are going to sum up the existing and new amount, which is 640,000 plus 500,000 and equals to 1.14 million of interest. Using the same technique as bond, we are going to calculate for preferred stock. For existing preferred stock, book value 9.6 million times with 5% will equals to 480,000. Next, for the new preferred stock, 3 million times with 7% preferred stock equals to 210,000. The total of preferred stock would be 690,000 of dividend resulting from 480,000 plus 210,000. For common stock for plan 1, we are going to take book value 33 million divided by 30, that is the price of par, which equals 1.1 million number of shares. Moving on to new common stock, take 2 million divided by 20, which equals to 100,000 number of shares. Then sum up the 1.1 million with 100,000, that would be total of common stock, which is 1.2 million number of shares. Moreover, for plan 2, for the existing amount of bond, preferred stock and common stocks will be the same as the existing plan 1. Next, we are going to find a new capital structure for plan 2. So for bond, we should find the amount that is issued first, which is 50% times with 10 million equals 5 million, then times it with the 9%, which equals 450,000. Then plus both 640,000 and 450,000 would be 1,090,000, which is the total of the bonds for Plan 2. For preferred stock, there is no information about the new evidence, so the total of preferred stock of Plan 2 is 480,000. We are going to find the new common stock of Plan 2 by taking 5 million divided by 25 ringgit par, which equals to 200,000. Sum up the existing and new number of shares. 1.1 million plus 200,000 would total 1.3 million number of shares. Moving on to our main question to calculate the POI for both EBIT and EPS. We are going to use the formula of EPS 1 equal to EPS 2 to find the EBIT for both plans first. The formula is EBIT minus interest multiplied with 1 minus tax minus preferred dividend and divide by number of shares. The tax we use is a marginal tax rate 40%. Starting from EPS 1, E minus 1.14 million times 1 minus 0.4 minus 690,000 and divide by 1.2 million equal to EPS 2, E minus 1.90 million times 1 minus 0.4 minus 480,000 and divide by number of shares of Plan 2, 1.3 million. After 1 minus 0.4 would be 0.6 E, then minus 684,000, which due 1.14 million times 0.6 minus 690,000 and divide by 1.2 million equal to 0.6 E minus 654,000, result from 1.90 million times with 0.6 minus 480,000 and divide by 1.3 million. Next step, we take 0.6E minus 1,374,000, which is calculated by negative 684,000 minus 690,000 and divide by 1.2 million equal to EPS to 0.6E minus 1,134,000, which get from negative 654,000 minus 480,000. We are going to simplify to a smaller number by dividing all the amounts into thousands. So it's going to be 0.0006E minus 1.374 and divide by 1,200 equals 0.0006E minus 1.134 divided by 1,300. Therefore, we must use cross multiplying to get the EBIT amount. So 0.0006E should cross multiply 1,300 to get 0.78E, then minus 1,786,200 resulting from 1.374 times 1,300 equal to 0.72E, since 0.0006E cross multiplying with 1,200, then minus 1,360,800 as 1.134 multiplied with 1,200. As a result from 0.78E minus 0.72E would get 0.06E equals to 425,400 due to 1,786,200 minus 1,360,800. In that way, 425,400 divided by 0.06 would result in an EBIT with the amount of 7,090,000.
To calculate EPS, the formula used is EBIT minus interest times 1 minus tax minus preferred stock dividend divided by number of shares. So, to calculate EPS Plan 1, 7,090,000 minus 1,140,000 times 1 minus 0.4 minus 690,000 divided by 1,200,000 equal to 2,880,000 divide 1,200,000, and the last result is RM2.40. While to calculate EPS Plan 2, 7,090,000 minus 1,090,000 times 1 minus 0.4 minus 480,000 divided by 1,300,000 equal to 3,120,000 divided by 1,300,000, and the EPS for plan 2 is RM2.40. For question C, the question asks for the financing alternatives that should be chosen by the company if EBIT is at 12 million ringgit Malaysia. So for this question, the company should choose the financing alternative that has the higher EPS. To calculate EPS, we should use the same formula as the previous slide, which is EBIT minus interest times 1 minus tax minus preferred stock dividend divided by number of shares. So as you guys can see, this is the calculation for EPS plan 1. EBIT, which is 12 million, minus interest, which is 1,140,000, times 1 minus 0.4, which is tax, minus 690,000, divided by number of shares, which is 1,200,000, equal to 5,826,000 divided by 1,200,000. So the EPS for plan 1 is RM4.86. For EPS plan 2, 12 million minus 1,090,000 times 1 minus 0.4 minus 480,000 divided by 1,300,000 equal to 6,066,000 divided by 1,300,000. And the final answer for EPS plan 2 is RM4.67. So for this question, the company should choose plan 1 if EBIT is at 12 million ringgit Malaysia, as the EPS for plan 1 is higher than EPS plan 2.
For the next question is we need to construct the EBIT, EPS, POI curve, and this is the EBIT, EPS, POI curve. For axis Y is EPS and axis X is EBIT. Now look at axis Y, EPS. The number of 2.4 came from the first question that we are already calculated in EPS. Meanwhile, 4.67 and 4.86 is from the EPS. For axis S, EBIT, 7,090,000 is from EBIT in question 1 that we are already calculated. For this graph, we only use until 12 million for the EBIT, as the question asks what the company should choose if EBIT is 12 million. When all the info of the graph have written down, we just underline plan 1 and plan 2 based on EPS. Moreover, based on the graph, the company should choose plan Y because EPS plan Y is higher than EPS plan 2. That's us. Bye bye.